Welcome to Enhance.training YouTube channel. This is the fourth and final part of our product pricing series, and we're going to look at how clever marketing and comparisons can make all the difference in pricing success. Now, I had every intention of stopping this pricing series at 3 podcasts and then moving on to the next topic. However, I was really inspired to continue by Marketing Week's article, Brands Pricing Shouldn't Be Bound by Their Categories. This article reminded me that when we combine our pricing strategies with our marketing strategies, they can be really powerful. So in this video, I'm going to show you the power in combining value pricing and competitive pricing to maximise our price. My name is Anna Taylor, and if you're new to this channel, Enhance.training provides online business courses to help professionals, managers and business owners improve their performance. For over 15 years, I've worked in finance alongside sales and marketing teams for companies such as Unilever, Mondelez, SAB Miller and Asahi. I've seen firsthand the importance of getting pricing right, and I want to help you do the same. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share it with friends. So how do we maximise the price of our products? Well, let's start with the basics. If you've watched early episodes in this series, you'll know that I love value pricing because it's the method that provides us with the most profit. Although while it is my favourite method, I do know that pricing tends to work best when 2 or more strategies are used together. And at the end of last episode, I said that using cost plus with competitive pricing alongside value pricing would be the winning combination. Now let's take a quick look at this diagram of a pyramid. You can see at its base is cost plus pricing. This is your foundation. It covers your base, your costs, and once in place, you can focus on the other strategies. On top of that layer is competitive pricing, as this is your way to keep up to date with market conditions and still be relevant. And finally, at the pinnacle is value pricing. This is the cherry on the top. It keeps you accountable to your consumer and it makes sure that your product gives value. So if we take it as standard that you'll always be prudent and thorough with your costs, I'm now going to focus on the other 2 methods and how we can use these to our advantage. How can we use these to maximise our communication to the consumer, and how can our price benefit from it? How do we maximise price? Well, maximising price, it's all relative. As part of your value pricing journey, you'll need to discover what a consumer values. Do they see value in the same way as you do? I mean, value can be so subjective, so you've got to do all you can to make them see it your way. But this is where competitive pricing can come in, because consumers perceive price and value relative to similar products. We all have a look around and see what we can buy for the same price that meets our need. We compare and contrast. It's all relative. Now, the Marketing Week article that I referred to earlier highlighted an example of how the shopper perceives value as they do their weekly shop in a supermarket, or possibly online these days. Let's imagine a consumer walking down the soft drinks and squash aisle. In this aisle, most of the products are £5 or less. They see a new product, they look at the price, they see the 700ml bottle is £24. They're likely to balk at the price, no matter how pretty the bottle or natural the ingredients. How can something 5 to 10 times more expensive than anything else still be worth it? Now let's imagine they're going down the spirits aisle, where 20, 30 and 40 price points are the norm. They see a non-alcoholic alternative, pick it up, £24 perhaps is reasonable. Still pricey, but not out of the world expensive, because it's all relative. And this is precisely what the likes of Seedlip have done, and they've done it brilliantly. So you've got to think outside your competitive set. And Seedlip aren't unique in managing pricing expectations differently. It's open to almost anyone who wants to challenge the perceived norms. Do you remember the episode on competitive pricing? I told you about lining up all your competitors in terms of price and quality, like this, and then choosing where you fit in. Well, this is similar, but when you do this exercise, it's not about gathering data about any competitors, it's about finding the right ones. Let me give you a real life example. So when I was working at Peroni, we did this exercise, but we didn't just compare the Peroni brand to other world beers, or even to all beers, but we compared it to all spirits. So we looked at what the consumer could choose to drink when they walked into a bar, and we took everything as a potential competitor. We sorted the brands not just by price, but on a perceived value scale. Peroni was then slotted in at the higher end of the scale, with the likes of Grey Goose vodka or Tanqueray gin. And when the sales team presented this, they could show what Peroni was like in the whole drinks category. They didn't have to only compare Peroni to other beer brands, but it was already the most expensive. This meant they could change the perception of value, and it allowed the price to be changed accordingly. But if you want to do this, you've got to follow through with conviction, because you can't just say you're like a different competitor, you've got to act like it too. If you want a consumer to believe that your product has the same value as an alternative competitor, you must behave like that set. I mean, if we go back to the Seedlip example, they act in line with their alcohol-based competitors rather than the soft drinks ones. They attend the same trade shows, they have top mixologists to make their cocktails. You can see it in their advertising, packaging, communications and pricing. If you talk the talk, walk the walk. Your price should always match every other element to your strategy. Other options. Because if you believe that using a completely different competitive set to highlight value to your consumers is perhaps a step too far, there are alternative strategies for you. Maximising price is still an option for you. You could go down the route of producing a premium version of your own brand instead. Good, better, best pricing is a proven pricing model. Why? Because it's all relative. Next time you're in a supermarket or doing your online shop, look at brands that have done this. I'm sure you'll find hundreds of examples, from supermarket-owned brands to cereal to tea. If you produce a premium range with higher prices, your existing range looks like it gives more value in comparison. So think about it. How can you do something similar to change the perception of your product so you can price for the value it truly delivers? In summing up, there are of course many ways to combine pricing strategies to your advantage, many ways to maximise price. Combining value and competitive pricing can help communicate the value you're providing while staying competitive and profitable. Take inspiration from what you see around you. Don't be afraid to push those boundaries. After all, pricing of value is relative, so choose your competitors wisely. If you need a few pointers on how to choose a pricing strategy or some extra pricing advice, visit us at Enhance.training and select articles, or better still, sign up to our pricing hub. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of our weekly video releases. This really helps us provide more videos to suit you. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon.